Hi everyone, it's Monica, and welcome back to Tailor-Made Cards for You. Well, I have to admit, after my 7 Days of Halloween series, I was a little burnt out from making Halloween cards, but I think I got my second win because I have a few more videos coming out before the season ends, and I wanted to share with you this collage that I made that was inspired by the Snoopy cartoon. Now, I know Snoopy is really cute, right? So how can I actually create a Halloween design with that theme in mind? But the theme that I got was based on Lucy's Psychiatric booth. We all remember Lucy, right? She has her Doctor's Inn little sign, and she's offering psychiatry for 5 cents. And that's really what my theme was inspired by. Now, I'm using some fun ephemera from Tim Holtz, along with some of those chipboards. And then I have this cute little board that I picked up, yes, at a thrift store. You guys know me by now. You know that I get a lot of my bases from thrift stores, and this one is no exception. But it came out so cute, so I'm really excited to share with you my design. Now, I'm going to be using my Sizzix stamp die, postage stamp die, and I'm going to be using that for my background. And to begin, I just simply measured my board, and then I cut some black cardstock, and then using my Sizzix postage die set, I cut out my base to create the little booth. Now, if you have this Sizzix die, you probably know that the booth is just a little bit longer than this die. But what I ended up doing is just fussing with it a little bit to get a little bit longer piece. And the way that you can do that is simply by putting your paper on top of the die when you're cutting the bottom portion. If you guys need a closer tutorial on that, let me know, and I'll go ahead and I'll do a demo in one of my videos. So once I had my booth cut out, I'm using my Distress Collage medium to adhere my paper to the board. Now, you can use any type of medium. You can use Mod Podge. There's Perfect Paper Adhesive. But I have some of that Distress Collage medium in my stash, and it works really well for me, so that's what I decided to use. And then I wanted my booth to show that it was a little bit off of the base, and I wanted my person to be able to be flush with the background. So after I adhered my black cardstock, then I did use some of my foam tape to go ahead and adhere my booth. Now, the paper that I'm using is from the new Tim Holtz Halloween set, and it has the wood planks, which worked perfectly for this. I contemplated using some of the other paper, but I thought since I was going for a booth, I just decided to keep it simple and work with the wood planks design. And then I'm going to decorate it up in just a bit, as you'll see. All right, so you're going to want to make sure that you keep that insert that I cut out where the booth has the opening, because we're going to use that for the background. And that's another reason why I wanted to have my paper lift up a little bit, because I did still want to have the back of the booth show, and I wanted it to be the wood planks. But then I added a piece of ephemera as well, just to give it a little bit more design. So after you get your foam tape attached, you're going to want to go ahead and hold off. You don't want to actually put it to your paper yet. You want to just kind of measure where it's going to be, so that way you can adhere the back part of your booth. And then what I did is I took a piece of ephemera, just a little bit smaller, and then I added that to the top to look as a sign for the background. And then once I had an idea of exactly where it was going to fit on my plaque, I went ahead and adhered it to the plaque, and then I ended up taking some of that foam tape backing off to finally adhere it to my plaque. Okay, so with my paper doll in place, it was time to start decorating my booth. And I'm going to be using some of the Halloween word chips from the Tim Holtz collection. Now, I kind of struggled back and forth off camera as to the sign, because the signage really does dictate the theme of the plaque, and I decided to go with Elixirs and Potions. That can easily be used for Halloween, but it can also be used for decor all year round. And sometimes when I'm creating some of these projects, you create them and you only can display them for a short time, but I really wanted to be able to create a plaque that you could display all year round if your heart desired. And then once I had my label on top, then it was time to add some more design. And I'm using some of the clippings from the Halloween clipping set from Tim Holtz as well. And this clipping set is perfect for the theme as well. It says calls answered day or night, and then all orders promptly attended to. Now, I wanted to also include like a little poison bottle or something to show an elixir, but I really didn't find anything that would work for me. So when I was going through my my digitals and my ephemera, you can kind of see that little skeleton guy that's holding the poison bottle, and that's really what I wanted to use. I wanted to use that little poison bottle, but the only way that I can do that was to cut off his hand. So that's exactly what I did, you guys. I went ahead and I cut off his skeleton hand, and I used that for my elixir bottle. And honestly, I really think that that worked, because it was just a little bit creepy, but it still showed the elixir bottle. So I was really happy with the choice. Now, for the final piece, I wanted to include that 5 cents that Lucy has on her booth, where she has the psychiatry advice 5 cents. And my first thought was to use my 15-cent stamp from my Etc. stamp set. And I was kind of playing around with that idea, and I probably would have gone with that if I hadn't already adhered my paper to my plaque. I didn't really want to risk stamping and messing up my design. So ultimately, I ended up going with a sticker that said 5 cents. But I also have the Remnant rubs that has a little 5-cent rub on that would have worked as well. And I ended up creating a matching card where I used that, and I'll show you that in the end as well. And then the 5 cents was my finishing touch. So I have a couple more Halloween videos that I'm going to be sharing with you over the next 2 weeks. I will post one a week. So I'll post this one, and then over the next 2 weeks, I'll post my final 2. And then I really have to get into my my Christmas videos. Now, I'm on the fence about doing a series for Christmas. I've done a 12 Days of Christmas video theme before. I've never really done 7 Days of Christmas. But I'm kind of on the fence. So let me know what your input is. Do you think I should do a series for Christmas, or if I should just sporadically add videos? Let me know your thoughts. The videos take a long time, and if I am going to go ahead and do a series, I really need to get moving on them. So that's why I wanted to go ahead and post my last few Halloween videos and then get to work on Christmas. I did just put in an order for my Christmas stamp sets, as well as some of my ephemera. And of course, I'll be using some of our favorite Tim Holtz collections, some of the new releases that are coming out for Christmas. So I'll definitely be sharing with you, but let me know your thoughts on doing another series. All right, everybody. So as always, I will leave a list of all the products that I've used to create this design, along with the links to the stores. If you've enjoyed the video, go ahead and leave me a thumbs up and leave me a comment. Let me know what your thoughts are about Christmas and my my video series. Now, if you haven't subscribed to my channel yet, don't forget to hit that subscribe button before you head out, because you're not going to want to miss any of my future videos that are going to be coming out, which will mainly be my Halloween theme as well as my Christmas. All right, everybody. I hope you enjoyed my design today, and thanks so much for stopping by, and we'll see you again next time.